Hi, I'm Bruce Barber from 88.7 WNHU, the award-winning radio station at the University of New Haven. And in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to record a voiceover in Audacity. And once you've launched Audacity, you're going to want to make sure your mic is selected up here. This is my digital conversion unit, the Apogee 1, which is connected to my microphone, the Neumann TLM 103. I'm going to record in mono because it's a voiceover. We don't need a stereo recording. And we're monitoring it into my Telestream audio capture so that you can hear the final results. But you'll set this for whatever output device you have. Up here you see play, stop, record. You're jumping to the beginning and the end, and there's pause. And the next step is to click to start monitoring. That's pretty self-explanatory, but what it does is it shows you your level coming from your microphone, and you can adjust that here. So I want to be peaking kind of exactly where I am, but you see I need to bring it back a little bit. Between -12 and -6, but you don't want to go up into this area here in the red. That is overmodulation. So you want a nice conversational tone, and you want to be peaking between -6 and -12 dB. One tip is to try to maintain a distance, no, not 6 feet, but yes, maintain a distance of 6 feet. This is a pandemic after all. But with respect to the way you talk into the microphone, you want to be about 4 to 6 inches away, and you can accomplish that by making a fist and holding it between your mouth and the microphone. And some people like to extend their pinky and their thumb to approximate that 4 to 6 inches. But we've got a good level here, and I'm happy with these levels. So we're ready to start recording. So you'll click your record button there or press R on your keyboard. You're seeing a waveform, so we're getting a signal into the recording. And here's our demo. This is how to record a voiceover in Audacity. Now I'm going to click stop. And the reason I wanted to leave this section here is because I wanted to talk a little about processing your audio. So I've stopped the recording. I clicked stop. You can also tap the space bar. Now, what we'll do next is apply some adjustments to the audio. And these are basically found in the effect pull down, which is up here. And the first one we're going to do is in a home studio. In my case, I'm in an office. You're going to get some background noise. And that could be from a heating fan or outside traffic noise. So one thing you can do to clean that up is select 1, 2, 3 seconds of audio. And then you go to Effect. And you're going to get Noise Reduction. And you'll click Get Noise Profile. Now what that just did was it read the quiet part of the room, so any background noise, it now has a print. And so now if I double click, select the whole file, and I go back to Noise Reduction, and I'm going to use the presets, and I'm going to apply that noise reduction, and that should take out any room noise. So let's clean this up now. I'm basically going to select just in front of this clip and drag everything I don't need, and then press delete. And I'm going to do the same thing on the end of the file, delete. And now this is really personal preference, but you can apply some additional effects here. And one of those effects would be, I'm just going to expand that a little bit. You could, for example, use your graphic equalizer, which has either I've made some settings here, I've boosted the bass, and maybe I want a little extra high end as well. And we can do a little experiment here. We'll apply that, and then let's see how it sounds. This is how to record a voiceover in Audacity. Sounds pretty good. Now the other thing you can do, and again, this is all going to be really up to you. You can apply some compression. So I'm going to run the compressor with these presets. And you see that's going to give it more presence. But what you want to do next, so we'll listen to that. This is how to record a... So wow, that's really out front. So what we're going to want to do now is normalize it. That'll be the last step in this little progression that I'm doing. So I'm going to normalize this to minus 6 dB, which is as high as we want it to be peaking. So you see that brought down the volume. And then the last step I'm going to do here, let's listen to that again. This is how to record a voiceover. Now that sounds pretty good. Now to compare, let's undo. We'll undo the compression. We'll undo the EQ. And I'm going to undo, now that's just back to, let's go all the way back. Yeah, so that's the file we had before. This is how to record. I liked it with those effects, so let's add those back on. This is how to record a voiceover in Audacity. Now the last step is that you can sometimes experience clicks and pops at the beginning and the end. So what I like to do is just select this tiny bit. Once again, in Effect, Fade In at the beginning. And at the end, Effect, Fade Out. And that'll just clean up your recording so that you don't have clicks or pops at the beginning or end. And now you want to save your recording. So what you'll do is double click or use Select All. And you'll pull down here to Export. We're going to export as a WAV file. That's broadcast quality. And you'll have a dialog box. This is going to be narration tutorial and save. This is just metadata tag information. We don't need to worry about that. And now I've saved that to my desktop. So I'm going to go over to my desktop. I'm going to find the file, narration tutorial. And now here's the separate file we've created. This is how to record a voiceover in Audacity. So that gives you an idea, and now you'll want to store that in a place where, for example, I like to create a work project folder for each project I'm involved with, and then I have a section, a folder for voiceovers, for music, for scripts and notes, and that's where this one will go in the voiceover folder. But that's how to record a voiceover in Audacity.